Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. Hey, look, I'm not trying to bother you or anything, but...
Don't waste my time with any of your corny ass pickup lines. If you want my number, I need you to come up with a better approach.
Okay, so what do you want me to do then?
Cash at me, so I know it's real.
Oh, you want me to cash app?
Yes.
Well, I don't have my phone on me, so...
Send that request, baby.
I got you. So, how much do you want?
$200.
Oh, 200?
Yeah.
Okay. 200. Cent.
Thank you.
But you didn't give me your name, though.
Don't worry about it.
All right, then. $200. Sent to myself.
Hell no.
Nigga, what?
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button so you can get the videos as soon as I put them out. If you're looking for the music to the intro and you want the link to the second channel, both are below in the description. But can you do me a favor? Hit the notifications button right now. All right, guys, I got about 3 videos for you today. The first video is going to be the Celtics coach gets suspended for having an affair. We will be breaking down why you do not sleep where you make money. The second video is going to be Kevin Samuels is going to be explaining to a woman that you go and date the bad guy that you later complain about, but you complain about him before you date him. So women pretty much sign themselves up for their own misery. He'll be breaking that down as well. The next video is going to be a black woman who goes inside of a restaurant and see white people on one side and see black people on the other side. And Mr. Let It Go is going to be breaking it down why that is not a problem. And I truly agree with him on this. And you guys make sure you get over there and subscribe to his channel. But first, let's get to what's trending right now, which is the Celtics coach. Let's get to it.
Celtics head coach Ime Udoka is likely to receive a season-long suspension for having a relationship with another member of the organization. Udoka got engaged to actress Nia Long back in 2015, and they have a child together. While Udoka's relationship with the staff member was consensual, it went against the franchise's code of conduct.
All right, now there's a reason why we tell you guys not to shit where you eat at, because when it comes to females, they will get jealous. You may think everything is cool because they're in it for the fling, but majority are working women, independent women, which is probably who he was messing with. To be part of the Celtics organization, everyone has to truly be dedicated to their job. So I could see him not being with Nia Long on the road, and I could see the other woman not being with her man, and everybody's on the road. They get lonely and then they decide to mess with each other because they are around each other the most. This is what happens when people start to have flings with their colleagues. It's because they spend more time at their job than they do being in the relationship at home. This is what gets a lot of men in trouble because men are always thinking what's between their legs, and they think every girl that gives them a gleamy eye and submit to them is going to be loyal. A lot of times, women are just waiting to get caught. And the reason why they don't mind getting caught or going through these things is because they love the drama. They love the themes. I tell guys all the time, women live in themes. This is why they always keep some type of drama going. They always keep some type of storyline going because it makes their life interesting. It's kind of like when you see the couple that's always arguing with each other, they're pretty much just entertaining everybody around them. It may look like they don't like each other, but they really do, but they just love putting on the show. Why? Because women love the theme and weak men are going to love the theme as well. But in this situation, I just think this is a situation where both of them are like, hey, we're just sleeping around with each other. And then somebody in the organization found out, and then that's what got them in trouble. Jealousy. You have to realize when you're in a work environment, it's a competitive nature. Whatever dirt you have on someone else in the corporate world, they're going to spill it. A coach like that, there's another coach that wants his job. You got to realize he got suspended for the season. Think about the guy that's going to replace him and the money that he's going to make. Next video is going to be Kevin Samuels destroys the modern women with dating bad guys.
Men is because of your negative impression of men is because of your experience with men. You are 100% in control of who you decide to interact with. No one put a gun to your head and said you had to go with married men. No one. So what you're really afraid of, honestly, is one, daddy issues. Two, you're afraid of that karma and chickens coming home to roost. You're afraid that you get with one of these provider kind of men, and then some new young sugar baby is gonna be fucking and sucking your boyfriend, your husband on the side. That's why you want to go back to work, because if you find that out happens, you want to run his ass through the family court system, take all his shit, and still have some of your stuff to go with. You are a problem. There's no way in hell I would recommend any of my guys get anywhere near you. You're a fucking nuclear Chernobyl disaster. Stay in counseling. Leave good men the fuck alone.
He's absolutely right. A lot of women go out here, get with good guys and turn them bad because they like to create the drama with what they've learned from the bad guys. Some women are just designed to always go through the shit. They're always designed to be in and out of fights. Even when you try to show them a good life, they would actually drag you to become somebody that you've never been before. And a lot of you guys have been in these relationships where you went in a good guy, but the woman that you're dealing with has had so many problems in the past that she's hard to tame, and she starts to tear you down as a man because you want to love her, but she doesn't know how to love because she's trying to get over her past. But you got to also realize the only reason why you're sitting there trying to tame her is because you can't get a woman. Women can get a guy anytime they want to, but men don't get attraction from women like that. So when a lot of guys out here get the attention of a woman and actually get in a relationship with a woman, you try to maintain that relationship because you don't want to go back out into the field. The field is a dark and lonely place where you don't know what to do with yourself if you're not in a relationship. And that's where a lot of guys get caught up at, is dealing with a woman who may look normal, but they're problematic underneath. And he's absolutely right. Those type of women need to stay away from nice guys because they're going to turn you bad. Next video is going to be Mr. Let It Go, and this is going to be When Black Karens Attack. Let's get to it.
Pub, right? This restaurant called the Pub, right? And I really want y'all to see some crazy ass shit, right? So look, y'all, here's all the black people. And then we just came up here and we wanted to sit here. But look, it's all white people in this section. And then it's black people over here. That's great.
All right, is it me or am I looking like, okay, what's the problem? Who wants to sit over there with them old people? Apparently you. Literally everybody in the restaurant, white people, black people, are having a great time, but you storming all through the restaurant with your phone. Look at this. What in the world? If you don't sit your black Karen ass down somewhere and enjoy some damn food.
He's absolutely right. See, this is what we talking about whenever it comes to B-dubs. You want to be accepted by white people. Ain't nobody caring about being accepted by white people. Everywhere you go, you always want white people to accept you. Some blacks are like, hey, we can do our own thing. We could go in a restaurant and sit around other black people and have a good time. Have you ever hung around a group of blacks and then hung around a group of whites? It's two different type of vibes. This is one of the reasons why I was able to date a white woman but not able to marry a white woman, because truthfully, when you get around, it's just two different cultures. But yet black women want to be accepted by white women so bad and white people so bad that when you get around them, you turn on your white voice, you go and buy hair so you can look like them. And then when you get a little bit of money, you want to show up at their restaurants and show up at their country clubs trying to play golf like you really been into that stuff your whole life. A lot of you blacks, you get money. And when you get money, you don't know what to do with it. So you try to emulate what you think rich white people are doing so you can fit in with them. This is why you love Louis Vuitton. This is why you love designer clothes, because old white people were the first ones wearing it. When it comes to black people ain't never been status people, ain't never really been into designer status. They've always been into fashionable clothes. But if you look at Karl Kani and you look at like Cross Colors, these brands that are created by black people, they're totally different than Louis Vuitton and Gucci. Louis Vuitton and Gucci keeps the same patterns on everything that they make, but blacks still run out there and buy it. Why? Because your subconscious mind is still trying to fit in and do what white people do. That's the problem. Hopefully you got the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.